style, sell with Sue. It's your move.
Well, hello, Calgary. How are you today? I thought I would just put out another episode of the No Place Like Home podcast for your benefit. I'm going to share just a quick market update with everybody today because I've been knee deep in some research and so much reading about what is going on in Calgary. And here we are in May 2026, and my personal experiences with some of the homes that I have helped others buy and sell plays into this as well. Well, the market update. So, condos, the closer you are to the core of Calgary, the more challenging I have found it has been to sell a condo. So we have lots of new condo product coming to market, actually of all prices too, from the lows to plus a million, over a million, especially out in the West District. And we also have all the resale condos, our normal supply of people selling their homes and moving up. And so the condo market has really been challenging generally. Certainly there might be some little pockets or some specialty products that move a little faster, but I have a condo right now, a cute, nice one bedroom, 700 square feet. It has a den and it is like brand new. The sellers actually didn't live in it full time. They live out in Canmore, and they just, when they're flying in and out, actually, the seller is quite a well-known individual as he's flying, out and about around the world. They use this condo just to stay overnight or to come into Calgary and, go to Stampede or go to a show. So the unit is just in like new condition. We have staged it. It looks beautiful. The write-up is full. All of the information is in there. And I have to admit, it has taken over 6 months with it on the market, and it hasn't sold yet. But, it's right in the middle of the massive product that is available, even with a titled parking spot and extra storage. So we are being patient. I'm actually going to do a little open house on it this coming weekend and just see if anyone's interested in coming out to see it and just getting in this. It's in a great building with concierge. Yes, the market is tight, hard to get buyers in with so much product on the market. And a couple months ago, I know our absorption rate on that condo was 5 to 6 months because there were so many listings. Just this week, I looked again, and it's down a little bit to 3.5 to 4.5 months, but still, that is a lot of product on the market. Now, I just closed this week on another condo that is a little bit south of the city. It was over by Mount Royal University. So, in a university area, those are usually pretty popular. Lots of multifamily condos out there. This condo that I had listed did sell within the first 2 months, and then it collapsed. So I would say that in my, 20 so years in real estate, I have never seen so many deals collapse. Reasons, finances, people get cold feet sometimes. Who knows? It wasn't my buyer, but we had it sold first of all, and they pulled out. They didn't waive conditions. And so, right again, and realtors, we're all having to deal with this. When a deal doesn't come together, we've got to get that listing right back active on the market ASAP and try and generate more interest to it, almost try to force demand. And it's really hard to force demand because there's only a small bit of the population who is ready, who has a mortgage approved or has cash in the bank, and they're ready to buy. So you need to be very savvy in this market. But it took about another month, and then we did get another offer. And actually, my seller, she was willing to take extra effort just to make sure everything was working okay. We had the fireplace maintenance come in, make sure it was working well. We changed out the sink faucet, just to make sure it looked good. And so we did just close on that. Whew. So the condo market, yeah, I guess you've heard that, and that's what I'm saying. Very tight right now, tight in the way that it's hard to get things sold. And as opposed to the single detached home market. Now, I have seen a couple renovations or flips done very nicely that have not sold quickly. So that is interesting to me to take note of. I did an open house several months ago on, I think, a really nice, it was a buy level in Palliser and just around the million mark. Gosh, I thought they did a really nice renovation on it. Beautiful kitchen, and they had a kind of a fireplace I had actually not seen before, and it was open, and it was actually a vapor fireplace. You could put different colored lights coming through it. Very cool. I mean, it doesn't provide heat, but it does provide some humidity. Anyways, I just noticed it came up on my searches that it just went pending, and that was several months. So some houses not selling as fast. And I think those realtors, we are really trying to be on the ball when it comes to having to do a price reduction, doing them in time and generating interest, doing open houses, doing all of the things. I have also seen some single detached homes selling very quickly. So, there are people out there looking for certain things in their homes in certain neighborhoods for, schools or nice walkability. And of course, with houses, as you get closer to the inner city, sometimes people want to live there. Those are the popular places. I will say, I noticed in my reading research that the West District, it's going crazy. People are loving it. It has a lot of amenities out there, a whole range from lower price condos, newer condos, up to beautiful $1 million homes. So it's doing very well. I think that the only area in Calgary that really has seen an increase in price and shorter days on the market. So, but generally my research has shown what I have read for Calgary, not quite as vibrant as a market. And we are dealing with the consideration of a lot of new builds, and those new building developers, the home builders, of course, they're able to offer incentives to buyers. So sometimes they will throw in a basement being finished, an upgraded appliance package. And for resale homes, realtors are actually not allowed to give incentives. So on the condo that I have for sale still, the sellers want to offer the first month condo fees paid if it's in a firm deal by the end of May. But I can't write that in the public comments, as real estate professionals were not allowed to offer incentives like that. So it has to go in the private remarks from realtor to realtor. And that's just the government licensing requirements. Now, one thing I thought was interesting when I was reading all this documentation, and I started looking because I had saw a colleague of mine posted about the low amount of permits for single detached family homes coming up in the future, and that we might see a little bit of a lack of supply for detached family homes. And so I was just reading around what the statistics are. And although there are a lot of permits that have come out, if you look in between the information, you can see that there's a lot for low income housing, and there's been a big focus from the city on that, but there have not been a lot for the single detached home. So it'd be interesting to see over the next 2 years, 3 years, if we have a bit of a supply pressure once all the new builds get absorbed, and then we're back to just resale homes, and it will depend on how many people are moving, and of course, migration, and are they going to open up immigration again? So it's been a few years with kind of closed immigration in regards to being able to buy a home in Canada, not just Calgary. Now that we're stepping into summer, I also wanted to just mention, so I've got two buyers right now. One lady is looking for a certain kind of a condo, hooray. And the other is a family looking for a bit of a larger home. And what I have seen in the statistics is that the new listings have decreased a little bit. So even though we're just getting spring weather, people are looking ahead to next month, and then school's out, and then the summer is coming, and we usually do see a decrease of listings into the summer. But if you are a homeowner and you're wanting to move or put your home or condo on the market, I would encourage you. The best moves are when it feels right for you. It's almost impossible to time the market. Sometimes people are lucky, but it's not that they were trying to time the market. They moved when they felt moved to move. And so if you do have a house, a home, a condo, something that you want to sell, and you feel like it's the time for you to sell it, I would encourage you, be brave, go with your gut, because other realtors, just like me, we have buyers who are looking for that kind of product. And if everybody pulls their stuff off the market or doesn't list it again to the fall, thinking that's the busy time, you're going to miss the opportunity to sell it to someone who's a serious buyer and out there looking. Well, thanks for listening to my market update. As always, I am here to help you when it is your time to move. I am here to help you find your next happily ever after. Connect with me, reach out. I'm at SueStyles.com, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.